Did you know that one state in the U.S. has banned billboards entirely? In this state, you can drive for hours without seeing a single billboard. But before we reveal where, here's why this is such a big deal. Billboards are considered a public nuisance. They litter the landscape, ruin the aesthetic of a city or town, and they distract drivers, which is dangerous. And studies have shown that billboards can decrease property values. And while some may argue that billboards are a form of free speech, the argument can be made that they are commercial speech, which is not protected by the First Amendment. So with all the arguments for getting rid of billboards, why hasn't the government just banned them everywhere? Well, it turns out that one state did. Vermont was the first state to ban billboards back in 1968, and since then, 14 more states have followed suit. But what makes Vermont's ban unique is that it also applies to the rest of the country. You see, I-91 runs through Vermont. It's a major highway that connects the states of Massachusetts and Tennessee. And for a long time, the billboards along this highway were a mess. There were just so many that it was difficult to see the road. So in 1968, the state of Vermont passed a law banning billboards along I-91. The idea was that if billboards were banned in one area, other states would eventually follow. And that's exactly what happened. But there's a twist. While most states eventually passed laws banning billboards, they only applied to the state's borders. So if you entered Maine from New Hampshire, you wouldn't see any billboards. But once you were in Maine, you'd start seeing billboards again. This meant that the ban wasn't really effective because billboard companies just moved their billboards a few miles into the state. This loophole allowed billboard companies to continue making money off of interstates without restrictions. But after several lawsuits, it was decided that billboards were, quote, a public nuisance and a traffic hazard. And in 1998, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that states have the authority to regulate billboards on highways. Today, 15 states have banned billboards, but Vermont is still the only state where you won't see any. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.